Yo, what's going on, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, man. Drop a like on the stream if you guys haven't already. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Yo, what's going on, T? What up? What up, General? What's up, Soul? All right, let's go here. See what we have. I'm just posting on socials real quick, guys. The stream was actually supposed to be at 10:30, and they delayed it till 11:30. So the pre hype should be soon. So I'm just waiting for them to get that going. If you guys could drop likes on the stream as people trickle in here. I'm just posting on socials real quick, letting people know that we are live. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Bailey, what's going on, man? William, what up, what up, what up? All right, guys, everything should be good soon. I'm guessing a new season. Yeah, I'm guessing a new season too. Just waiting for them to get their thing. They should be live in just a few. I think they'll have like their countdown like 15 minutes before, probably. Typically what they do, right? Yeah, I think new season, maybe just new manhunt. Probably get everybody ready for the new DLC coming out next year, right? I think that's probably their main goal, right? At this point, is try to get people engaged so that they want to play. They want to play the season, right? All right, so not here. Yeah, it's not on yet. Yeah, it was supposed to be at 10:30 today, but I guess they had to delay it an hour to get it going. Yo, Bill, what's going on? Roy, what up? What up? What up? How you guys doing? You guys doing good? Good to see you guys in here. Guys, if you guys haven't seen me in a while, I stream literally every single day, either here or on Twitch. Just make sure you guys follow one of the ones. But typically we've been streaming here about 3-hour streams, and then we switch over to Twitch. So today we'll probably have this stream. I'll take a break, probably go to the gym, and then we'll come back and we'll play some Black Ops 6. And then we'll probably tomorrow we'll be live later on tonight on Twitch. But tomorrow we'll probably test out, see what the season has to offer. Not sure what it will offer, but we'll definitely be checking it out. Let me get rid of all this. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to clean up my. Did I post on everything? Yeah. Yo, W, what's going on? Best way to see if they're coming out with new content is to see if they are hiring map developers. I called it over a year ago. I think they've already been designing Brooklyn, man. But I honestly, I think they could probably just use the Brooklyn. What's it called? From Division 1. We were already in Brooklyn, like in that little section. Probably build off of that. Yo, what's going on, Flo? Good to see you in here. Bill, what up, what up? Canceling Heartlands was the biggest fail for Ubisoft, in my opinion. I love the alpha. I did not buy Star Wars Avatar because of the honestly, I think how Heartland would have done pretty well. It's just such a honestly, even though I thought Heartland would have done well, it's such a competitive market right now for like the survival extraction shooters genre as a whole that if the game isn't flawless, players will play it and they'll move. They'll play it and move. You kind of see it with Off the Grid. Off the Grid, honestly, I'll tell you, a solid game, really good mechanics, really good movement, but it's missing something and people just kind of just moved on, right? You can see like the player count, everything. They only released early access, so they still can make a comeback. But again, I feel like nowadays, like if a game doesn't drop with enough content to keep you engaged, have you grind something, like Call of Duty's, right? It drops every year, but what do people end up grinding, right? Like typical easiest things people put into games is camo skins, prestige levels. Like there's got to be some kind of grind in these extraction survival shooters to keep players really engaged. And I thought Heartland would have done well, to be fair, but who knows? It's a competitive market. You have Exoborn coming out. Arc Raiders just had a play test, and from what I'm hearing is that game legit might be the game. I'm letting you guys know. keep an eye out for Arc Raiders. That's all I can say. That game right there, if you were looking for a survival style game and you haven't played the playtest, well, it's already too late now. Keep an eye on Arc Raiders. It's the closest thing to, I would say, Division Survival. I would say it's closer to Division Survival than it is to Heartland, which is crazy because Heartland was a little bit more fast-paced. But keep an eye out, Arc Raiders. Keep that on your radar if you're a Division fan. Promise you, you guys won't be disappointed. What I've been hearing, that's all I'm gonna say. But that game right there, I think people will like Division. I think Division fans will like that over Exoborn. I feel like Exoborn reminded me a lot of like Gears of War. But Arc Raiders, keep an eye on it. If you like survival, if you like that style, it will have PvE and PvP. That's all I'm saying. Keep an eye on it, guys. Very, very, very. If they do their thing, that game could be big. That's the one game that I can see possibly like cementing, and they have like some really good developers on it. Playtest concern, very polished compared to. Yeah, I feel like Exoborn reminds me a lot of Gears of War style. And that's all I can really say on that. Exoborn reminds me a lot of Gears of War, and like Arc Raiders reminded me of a survival extraction. So, you're getting feedback. You hear? Wait, you're hearing me? Am I echoing twice? Hold on. Exoborn is very clunky. Oh, hold on, guys. I think it's ready. One sec. You're hearing feedback from me? I got feedback. Let me know if you guys hear feedback. I love the game to give a good reason to come back. I mean, we'll find out in like 14 minutes. Shades of red. Looks like it is. If you guys haven't already, drop a like on the stream. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. But yeah, I will say Exoborn felt very, very clunky to me too. I agree with that. But I will say that Arc Raiders will be something a lot of you guys, I think you guys will enjoy. You guys will have fun with it. But hopefully we got to wait a little bit. Yeah, Heartlands would have died. I think so too. I think they didn't have enough in it. The more I think about it, I think it was a polished game. I think it would have did better if it was just like I felt like Heartland should have just been introduced into Division 2 as like as a game mode, you know, and then just maybe a free to play game mode on there, right? Like so people want to test out Division, they could go into Heartland and they wouldn't have to own Division, so they could still play there. Could have been something. Do I have something charging in the background? No. Are you getting static for real? Hold on. I'm gonna turn it on my phone. Are you getting static for real? Oh no, that's this, guys. That's the shades of red. That's what they have back here. That's this. He said I have something charging in the background. That's their music they got going on. I was wondering, I was like, what are you talking about? That's their music they got going on. I was wondering, I was like, what are you talking about? So I'm trying to listen. I don't know. Let me turn it off. I don't know. Let me turn it off. Oh, it's echoing. Hold on. I think it's me. I think it's me. There you go. I think I fixed it. My bad. I think I had something playing in the background. All right. It should be better now. It should be better. It's because I had two things. It's echoing. Hold on. I think it's me. It should be fixed now. It should be fixed. Test, test. The tutorial. I think that's where it could be. You talking about the area at the beginning? Yeah, I think that's what it could be. That's the same face I make when I pick up a scam likely call. We need more Descent. Wait, more just you think Descent needs an update? So I'm gonna read the comments right now. What's the update for? It's for season 2, year 6. So it comes out tomorrow. The expertise was killing me in Division 2. I made a PvP, so being so low at 15 plus expertise players, it gets annoying. Yeah, I think that's why they made isn't that why Conflict is now no expertise in there? Yo, Liam, what's going on, man? Good to see you in here. Been a while. Guys haven't already, drop a like on the stream. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Why so late? What do you mean late? It's 8 minutes to the thing. Eight minutes for the we gotta wait. They're an hour late. They were supposed to be at 10:30. Yo, Dunk, what's going on? Hey, good to see you guys all in here today, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you guys haven't already, drop a like on the stream. The live report will be up in like 7 minutes, so we can react to it, talk about it, see how it goes. Just finished the last heroic mission. Are you talking about for the exotic? Is that what you're trying to do? Guys, hit the like button on the stream. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Do they bring back the patience knee pads? You kind of hype, but you don't know. I honestly don't know what they're gonna bring, man. My biggest concern is if we just get more gear, if we just get more gear, right? If we just get more, like the same type of, what is it, bounty style, will it be enough? Probably just people come in, grind a little bit, get hyped. But I honestly think The DLC is what we need if you want to bring a community back together. But again, that's not scheduled till what? Early next year. I'm thinking we'll probably get it in March, April. I'm assuming, right? The anniversary of the Division. I think that's when they plan to launch it, right? It'd be like their big reveal event. And I wonder what happened with Division Resurgence. You know, the mobile game. Theo Parnell's the next manhunt. I don't know if he's a manhunt. He might just be like, you know, kind of like Aaron Keener. We brought him. He's on the team. Maybe Theo's part of our team too. Oh, the daily mission? Okay, got you. How long do you reckon the downtime will be? 8 hours? I don't know. It's always long. It's never 3 hours, though. I don't think we've had a 3-hour downtime in forever. Every time they say 3 hours, we have to wait. All right, we got 5 minutes, baby. If you guys haven't already hit a like on the stream, appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Wait, does the DLC after this update or after 2 more updates? Then the DLC. The DLC is after this update. So it's this update and it comes out next. It was supposed to be after the Kelso mission was supposed to be the DLC, and then it got delayed. So after the whole Kelso thing where they're on a bridge driving, I think that was them driving to Brooklyn, right? Technically. And I think the DLC was supposed to start there, but they had to push it till I guess early next year. I honestly believe it'll be 100% paid. I think what they'll probably do is make Division core free. So maybe the Division, the core game will be free. Warlords will still be paid, and the DLC will be paid. So I think that's kind of like the Destiny. I don't know if you guys follow Destiny 2. They made the core free, and then they made the DLC paid. €5 equal DLC €50. Yeah, I think that's what they'll probably do. Who knows? All right, we got about 3 minutes, guys. Excited for this one. And if the volume of them is a little low, let me know, guys, and I'll raise it up for you guys when they start speaking. Sometimes they talk very low in game, so I will raise it up if we need to. All right, there we go. Sorry, I was fixing something. Along with new gear pieces and sets, yeah. Once Human's a great game alternative to the Division. I've heard a lot of people like it. I've heard it has its flaws too, though. Background music starting to get intense. If the DLC is paid, it shouldn't be more than $10, but it's Ubisoft. I mean, it's hard to make money off a $10 DLC, though. You know, the amount of effort, time that they put into it. yeah, think about it. Like how you have to be able to make some type of money back, right? Like the people who are working on it, they cost them money. At that point, do you even like release a DLC if you're gonna sell it for $10? You know, like is it like if you're a corporation, like I don't think I've ever heard of a DLC being $10 in any game, depending on what they're bringing, right? That's just business, you know. Like at that point, just don't make a DLC. Don't even continue doing content for Division 2, and then stick to Division 3. You know. Achilles, no, stop. You want to go out there? Stop. But it's one of those. Replaying the story actually helped me understand it better. It wasn't Warlords DLC. Yeah, I think about $30. I think fair would be about $20 to $30. I think like $30 for a DLC would probably be, but who knows? It could be more. Haven't played. Biggest selling is now only Division. Rainbow Six got milked both those. I mean, Assassin's Creed's still their biggest money pit, man. That's where they make all their money. Rainbow Six Siege too. But Assassin's Creed, like their old Assassin's Creed, still do well. People like the Assassin's Creed players love Assassin's Creed though. Like they're hardcore. Alright, 8 seconds, baby. Let's get it. Let's find out what they have to say. I'm gonna raise up the volume just to make sure. Hey, Manny, appreciate you. Appreciate the.
You think you know me? Theo, the hacker. Agent Parnell, the grieving son. The rogue. Before we meet, you need to know the real me. I want to trust you, but you've already killed me once.
Hello.
Hello.
So once again, we gotta introduce ourselves. I know it's awkward, and probably a lot of you already know who we are. But I'm Daria, the com dev on the Division 2, and today with me Yannick, as always.
Surprise!
My co-host, and. Yeah, I mean, now that we saw pretty much everything there is to see about the new season, I guess we can just...
I guess we're done. You can just like loop it for an hour and basically tells you everything you need to know.
But that was an amazing trailer, like really, really impressive one. And yeah, Theo is back, which is also very exciting. Not only us are back in this room that we tried to be in, because it's so we actually really loved the green screen room that we streamed from during the PTS.
Yes.
But this is a different occasion.
Back to official business now.
Back to official business.
Yes.
Yeah, no joking around, no fooling around, and
we're being watched.
Today the entire stream is mostly about Year 6 Season 2, Shades of Red, but also some other stuff that we'll talk about later. No, I can actually give you guys a hint, since it's Halloween season, and as you can see, I dressed in this not really costume, but it's like a spooky cat, and Yannick unfortunately did not prepare a costume, so he's...
That's not true. I dressed in orange. That's a Halloween
he's dressed
color.
as the Division 2 dev.
That's my costume, yeah, to pretend that I know how to develop this game.
It was a bad joke. But so there are also going to be a few surprises, spooky themed surprises that we're going to reveal later today. Some concerning Twitch drops, and another thing, I mean, if you guys are scared of clowns, that's probably your warning, the only warning that you're gonna get. But yeah, clowns might appear throughout the stream. So be careful.
Not in the stream, not in this room. That I know of.
One bad joke after another. Oh my god!
We're
And
off
we
to a
just
great start.
started. It hasn't been 10 minutes.
We're off to a great
I
start.
actually love clowns. I don't know.
You do you.
Where is my beep beep? But jokes aside, we're back to official business. We even have the cards. I even managed to glue them in the right order, which is
one's a dead.
yeah,
one's
a nice surprise. But yeah, talking about the new season, talking about new Manhunt. Please stop counting the cards.
Yeah.
Theo, we saw the trailer now.
Yes.
And yeah, very exciting that we are continuing with the rogue theme.
Yeah. It's.
The outfit's pretty.
We've known from the end of year 5 that not only did Keener survive, but Theo did as well. So with season 1, we went after Keener. Sorry, spoilers. I hope you're up to date with story. Otherwise, my bad.
Too little, too late.
Keener is alive. Theo is alive. We got Keener at the end of season 1. He is currently in custody in the White House, and now there is talk of potentially bargaining, if not an alliance, at least an alignment. But first, we need to get Theo. We need to go get Theo because Keener wants him. But Theo, of course, being Theo,
the guy from Star Wars, who
might have gotten himself in trouble. So now it's going to be about locating him and bringing him back. Also, with the happy group.
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting trials await us this season, so don't miss it out. And now that we have started talking about this season, I mean, obviously, it's probably should be no surprise to anyone watching, but just in case you're new, the new season is going to be released tomorrow. Big reveal!
Wow.
Yes, now we're done for real. Goodbye.
That was the one news.
There is new continuation of the story, and new Manhunt, of course, is not the only thing that is new to the season and something that we will be introduced. It's also the big part of Shades of Red is Seasons 2.0 features that some of you maybe had a chance to test during the PTS phases that we had recently. And thank you so much once again if you participated, if you delivered your feedback, if you joined our PTS streams, which we were very excited about because we love the green screen room. And let's before we go into all the details about all of the, I mean, we already had an opportunity to talk about all those new features to show you guys how they're gonna look in the game, how they're gonna play, but just Seasons 2.0, what's the big idea behind it?
This is a bit of a recap.
Have they said
again,
anything
apologies
so far,
for those
guys?
of you that have been following our communication and the
on?
streams. You know all of that, but in case you haven't, I mean, the idea with Seasons 2.0 was really to take the time to rethink a bit our seasonal model and to create a new foundation that we are going to be able to build upon moving forward. Because the way we've been doing seasons until now, that model exists since the days of Warlords of New York. That's when it came out, and we never really had the time and took the time to upgrade or to change that model. So, we've been able to be creative with it, work within this frame of trying to push boundaries left and right to try to do things a bit different. But ultimately, we were limited by what this model allowed us to do. And so this with Seasons 2.0, beyond the details of this feature or that feature and what is exciting and whatever, I think what really makes me excited is just the potential that we're going to unlock to grow moving forward once this is out, because of all the changes, and every single one of those changes is something that can scale as we gain more experience to work with this model and to try things out, the modifiers, the journey, the priority objectives, all of those things. As these gain, a bit more, as we keep building upon them, I think we're going to be able to make the seasons even more exciting after that. So there's a
Filler patch.
this is basically a way for us to future-proof the game and future-proof the seasons by starting with a fresh new foundation.
DLC, that's when we're gonna
And
get some new content.
what you're saying
Everything
is
else
that
just
like
kinda
this
pushing it to that way.
first season of the Seasons 2.0 kind of it's just the beginning, and it can change, it can evolve through time with your feedback, of course. There might be other elements that we'll introduce going forward, and honestly I don't know anything about it. It's just
But and I think that's the important thing, it's like it's I mean, I'm excited for this season, I want to play it, but it's like it can be even more than that, and I think that's what's cool. There's already more things that will come to seasons as we move forward in the future. But that's what's what's cool. It's ultimately season is the main thing that as a player you interact with, at least at the beginning when a new season starts. You interact with those systems. This is what kind of defines the way to play the game and the day-to-day, and how do you prioritize activities, and being able to rethink that and try to come with something that's a bit fresher. It's a great opportunity, and I think that's again a testament of we're in year 6 and we are redoing our seasons, and we are planning ahead with a long future ahead of us. So I think that's a commitment again to the long term of this game.
But yeah, this is very exciting because this is something that we wanted to do for a long time, and I know that also players were asking for a refresher and a new experience, an updated experience for how the seasons
We need Division 3
are
already.
played. So yeah, this is very exciting. But
Still a couple years out.
there are a lot more to all the features that will make the entire Seasons 2.0 experience. And at least in this season, we talked during our PTS stream and show you the seasonal journey and how
Seasonal
this
modifiers.
is a different picture, but we'll talk about modifiers later. Sorry. So with the seasonal journey, for example, like this new progression that would consist of 7 big journey missions, each also consisting of 8 smaller objectives that you can tackle. And what is interesting about the seasonal journey is that it's available from level 1. So pretty much everyone, even if you're a new player, you can jump straight on it, and it will help define the way you interact with different activities that are available in the game. And also a very good opportunity, since we kind of had a sneak peek at the modifiers, for you to get those modifiers because they're available through seasonal journey as well.
And I think at the core of when we started talking about changing seasons, I think what was very important for us was like we wanted to bring gameplay at the center of the seasons, because until now, when you play the season, tonight, the last day of the old model, so you still have one night back with the old model, but it's the season was a lot the manhunt, so the story element.
That's true.
And then
we
some
just
of
do
the
the
objectives
manhunt
we
and then
do with
we'd
the
be done.
manhunt. And then the season pass progression that you gain passively by just playing the game, and that's
Pretty much
in a simplified way. That's pretty much what the season had to offer.
I've been saying that for years.
And now with this, what we wanted to bring gameplay to rebalance the offering between not just story but also gameplay, and make sure that every season is a fresh offering to kind of re-experience the game in a different way. And as you said, also like being able to play it from level 1 was a very important part for us. We want to make sure that every player, everything we do when we are maintaining this game today, it's pretty much about seasons, and it's about adding new things to the game. But like everything we do is very much about making the end game, the level 40 experience, bigger and bigger. And with these seasons, especially because that's our communication, that's the pulse points that happen on a regular basis in the year. We don't want new players or non-level 40 players to feel excluded from that. We want them to, see a season trailer and be as excited about it as anybody else. And now with this model, we can do that because now you can join the season from level 1 if you want to. You don't have to. Again, you can play with your character. But if you're a new player from level 1, you can play season from level 1.
That's actually pretty
so,
good for new players.
Being able to do that, and also, again, putting gameplay at the center with the modifiers and with, changing the progression to make it a bit more, to make it a bit more active, where you actually need to target season progression and make decision on what activities and how do you want to progress. That was a way for us to make you more engaged with seasonality itself, and really more aware of what you're doing, and therefore give you a bit more purpose.
And
I don't think
talking
it's
about
that
modifiers as well, there is going to be distinctive modifiers for each specific season.
I'll explain
the
a
first
little bit.
modifier that we're introducing is point blank.
Yep.
Because the main idea, the main theme is range, and you saw it in the trailer. This is how it's going to work. I would not try to recite all the percentages, but basically the main indicator is the distance that you have from the enemy. But talking about other season modifiers, I don't know if we really want to go into all the details about reciting different
Let me
types.
tell you about the next seasons. No, no, but it's. I think what's important is again to really be clear that those modifiers, this set of modifiers, will change with every season. And for this season, we on purpose went with something, even though it's not necessarily always easy to explain. We actually on purpose went with something that's maybe a bit more simplistic, because we want to, try the system, and with a proposition that is fairly easy to wrap your head around. The further I am from an enemy, the more damage I do. That's the simple fantasy here. And then we give you control and agency by giving you sets of modifiers that you can come to, take and slot on top of that to the global modifier. But this, the premise, the promise of it, we wanted to have something that was pretty straightforward. As we move forward from season to season, we're going to experiment with very different things. And we already have, a list of ideas on what kind of modifiers we want to do for future seasons. And we have some ideas that are also a bit simplistic,
right?
but exciting. And then we have some ideas that are maybe a bit more out there and a bit more crazy. So we're going to be trying with different formulas from one season to the next. And, we'll find our voice eventually. We'll find what is it that resonates with the most people.
And do you think that there would be
I care about where he
a
the hoodie
way
he's
for
wearing.
us to maybe bring some modifiers back in the future if some specific ones most favorable?
Maybe. I don't think that we would want to actually take, to repeat a season modifier, because once it's been used, I don't think it would be fun for someone to have to replay it for an entire season for people that are playing every season. But bringing back those modifiers as mini events for a limited time, that's something that could be cool.
Like a throwback thing,
Mhm.
in a way.
Yeah.
I'm asking questions already, even though it's not a Q&A section, but it's something that I was interested
She's
in.
going off script already.
Yes. But talking about script, I don't think we need to recite everything that we talked about during the PTS streams, but about
I
the
feel like
modifiers, some of the
rifles
modifiers,
are gonna
as
be
I just
really big,
mentioned, are going to
Manny.
be a theme of the season, so something that is available for everyone from the get-go. Other modifiers can be earned and actually chosen and assigned. Other modifiers will also be not only for the player specifically, but hostile modifiers. So you will encounter some enemies in the open world that already have modifiers, and you will see it through UI. But talking about modifiers and ways and possibilities to earn them through the game, there are actually a few options here. Aside from the seasonal modifier, the main theme of the season, you can earn them through scouts. You can earn them through not
scouts. No,
priority objectives.
like,
Sorry,
should I say no?
priority objectives, and also the
season
journey
Yeah.
itself. Yes.
Yeah, so you will get the one we call the global modifier, which is the main one, the one that we've said, the further you are, the more damage you do. That one you get. You don't have to do anything. From level 30, you will be able to get it. when you play the season. You can activate it or deactivate it. So if you really don't like it, you don't have to. Or if you're struggling with it in a piece of content or in any activity in the game, you can always deactivate it temporarily if you want to.
It's like a global event, but the whole season.
Consequence to deactivating it. So it's really up to you if you want to have it or not. You can progress your season without the modifier if you don't want to. This is really an option we give you to kind of change the way you play.
Expertise,
so that's the global modifier. Then we have the active modifiers, which are the ones that you can trigger on a cooldown, and those change the way the global modifier behaves. Those will be unlocked as part of the season journey. And then we have the passive modifiers, and those you equip on your modifier interface on the shoulder unit, and those influence what happens with the global modifier. It's not a trigger, they are always active. And those you will unlock by doing priority objectives. And then, yes, as you said, you have the hostile modifiers, and those unlock as you progress through the season. And that's the way for the world to kind of react and become tougher also as you progress with your modifier.
And from what I remember, there are also going to be a few different types of hostile modifiers as well, and they may appear at random.
We have 4 of them, and then there's random chances, and depending on which archetype, and there's there's all of that in there. And we've seen feedback already. We've made some changes based on PTS feedback on them to try to make them challenging, but also not too frustrating at the same time. It's always a hard balance to find. And once again, this is our first take. So if there is any feedback, just do let us know, and we'll see for next season where we want to bring it.
But also coming back to scouts and priority objectives, to other elements of the Seasons 2.0 that we haven't talked about it yet.
There's a lot of new words, by the way. That's a whole new dictionary you're going to need. And even for us, we might actually mess it up because the words we use now are not necessarily the words we've been using for the past months when working on those features.
It's just Yannick trying to save me from being so miserably confused about 4 new features. But yeah, talking about scouts,
what do you think about it?
As you may have noticed, we do not
no. So there's
really
actually
have
a test.
A seasonal calendar anymore because
PTS,
we do not have leagues.
A couple weeks ago.
Like leagues are not a part of the manhunt, and scouts are going to be the way for us to basically progress throughout the entire season. And
I didn't play it, but I know some people did.
Unlocks on a weekly basis and consists of 3 missions that you're going to get some hints about, but not necessarily a clear objective or a clear path as to where to find this, a way to take on the mission.
Yeah.
So this is another new element that hopefully will kind of bring more excitement and more interest to the entire progression. And also the scouts is a way for you to unlock a new difficulty.
To unlock the climax anyway.
Yes. I mean, of course, climax comes first, but then comes another difficulty, and we can actually talk about
difficulty
it a
for
bit
the
later,
open world?
because there is another surprise that is coming with it that was not on the PTS. It's not something that we ever shown or talked about, or you guys had a chance to test.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll save it for later.
Yeah.
But yeah, the entire season will consist of
legendary difficulty
scouts.
for the world.
I don't remember the exact number of how many we're gonna have. But the good thing about this entire system is it offers a much cleaner and faster progression, like through the story.
They should show more video while they talk about all this. I feel like it's so...
since it's on a weekly basis.
Yeah, exactly. It's like every week there's a new scout.
If
you miss the scout of the week, it's fine. You can always do it the week later, but you need to do them in the right order. The scout is a few objectives that you need to decipher and understand and then be able to beat. And that, once again, by the way, is in the context of this season, because this is Theo that is kind of giving you hints to make you see what he wants you to see.
He's in Brooklyn.
So think of it that way. We'll see if we want to keep the cipher riddle part of it moving forward. But in this case, this is what it is. You're going to have to do 3 objectives to get the scout, and once you get the scout, you get the collectible of the week and some rewards, of course, and then you unlock the next scouts. But there's also a timer every week, of course, and you will need to have done all the scouts to unlock the climax. So it is in a way similar to the way seasons were. But now, the seasons were on the monthly, you had a monthly target. And then this month, you had to do all the activities that were a part of it. And then you unlocked the target and you did the target and you got more collectibles when a target unlocked, but then nothing for a month. Now you're going to get the same amount, but every week. And we don't have targets anymore. You just have the main target and the climax mission. But once again, this system
also, they
is
took
something
away,
that
like,
gives us a lot more flexibility moving forward in the way we want to do it. So, I know I've seen discussions on people saying, "Oh, does that mean that the story is going to be a bit more streamlined and there's going to be less character development or whatever?" I don't think so, because it actually gives us a lot more possibilities moving forward. So we will experiment with it. We will learn on how much doors it actually opens for us.
How fast can you do the climax mission, though?
But I'm actually pretty excited about it, because I think it's going to actually be more agile for us to create new exciting stories.
Yeah, certainly.
You agree?
I mean, you're the boss. I
think that's where they're slacking
You're
here.
allowed to
They should be
disagree with
showing
me,
like the directives.
No,
They should be
I
showing
mean, honestly, I'm pretty excited about the weekly system.
the
And
missions,
especially
or like
the
not
ciphers.
missions, but like
I
show
mean,
us
the
like little
main part of
videos
the
or like.
excitement comes from the fact that I managed to ask Lauren Stone, our narrative director, for all the clues. So now I don't necessarily need to spend the time cracking those codes. I already
Did you
know
cheat?
what to do.
Like it's a podcast with
Yeah,
no
not
videos.
yet. It doesn't count if it's a test version, right? But yeah. I mean, if
Yo,
anyone
Mosley,
has
what's going on, man?
struggles understanding the riddles, just let me know. We can talk about the price. But yeah, talking about other things. New gear, because seasons also come with new gear.
New gear means you
And
guys got to get rid of some of that
maybe
stuff
the
in your
system
stash.
is not different from
because
how
there's
it was
not
before.
enough space.
But new gear is new gear, and there are a few things that we
gear
want to
is new
mention. We
gear.
also won't really go into
Yo,
all
you
the
know there's so much
details.
gear that we don't even use that they should be buffing.
But
Like, they should be
Strega. Let's start with Strega.
Fixing the gear
It's
sets we
the
don't
new
use instead of
exotic
giving
AR.
us more
Yep.
gear.
And there were some, I wouldn't say really interesting feedback. Like there
That's
were
actually
a
a
lot of heated
sick-looking,
discussion regarding this
assault
Did
rifle.
you say there was no interesting feedback?
because there was a lot of heated discussions
It was, yeah.
about it and how it's this
that's
live
kinda
stream
sick
so many
looking.
bad
I haven't
jokes,
seen
like,
that.
what's going
Yeah,
on?
well.
This is the room. Like we cannot function in this room.
Completely off tone here.
I like
will
that.
just- I was like,
Well,
Dora,
look at
please
this
get-
beautiful piece of art. I point here because the screen is
You
here
see-
for
you
us.
see the key
for you
on
who
it
are
too?
watching us. It's look. Oh wait, here. Wait,
We're
Was there
trying
ever-
to
Yeah,
do
the art is here.
the popular
Yob Gear
YouTuber
backpack in
influencer
Division 2
stuff.
skills?
Please
I
like
think
and
so.
subscribe.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, so the discussions were about the
'Cause I don't use the
mark
Yob
application
Gear backpack, so I
of the
don't even
Strega.
Yeah.
And the good news is that 20 meters mark is back.
When I
Yes.
use Yao, I use
Yeah.
like
So we
different
started
gear
with
set on the back.
PTS1, and the way Strega works is that you apply a mark when
I
you
would
do the target.
assume-
You apply a mark to all the targets
know,
in 20 meters range, and then those
Drawing
marks
a blank.
stack. And on PTS1, everybody was very excited.
Yeah, this
Turned
is,
out that on
this is
PTS1
exotic.
it was actually broken. So there was no
This isn't
limit to
the
the
new
stacks,
exotic
and
assault
even the
rifle.
range was actually off.
supposedly it's supposed to be really
So
strong.
we fixed that for PTS2, but in the process we also decided to lower the range to 10 meters because we felt like maybe 20 was a bit too much, and we didn't want to lower the damage. So we thought, let's lower the range. We got some feedback on that, and we decided, you know what? Yeah, 20 meters is fine. So 20 meters is back. It's basically back the way it was on PTS1, minus the bugs.
Good
It's probably going
catch.
to be one of the strongest assault rifles in the game when it comes out.
Can we see other assets?
It was bugged on
Oh,
PTS1, but
this is one of them, the exotic holster.
Centurions.
The only thing that I'm gonna mention is that it has different values for PvP and PvE. And all the details, because like I would probably look really stupid trying to understand what's written
AR,
here, even though
Liam.
I myself made those cards.
It's an FN.
But all the
FAO.
values will be available in our patch notes, and
The
from
M7's
what I
carbon should
remember,
have
everything
got the relic
everything
MMR.
will be posted right after the live stream.
Sniper Elite 5.
So make sure to check Trello, our official website, all the
Oh, wait, hold on.
balancing changes
Am I blocking
that
that?
we also had on PTS with some changes applied based on your feedback, also going to be available there. Aside from that, we're also going to have a gear set and a brand set. So yeah, this is the one. Actually, on this asset, you can also see the
Yo, that hat
outfit
is
of the
pretty dope.
season. So this is gear set and the outfit combined in one picture, and the outfit itself is going to be available through the season pass. Bell will get the.
Can we have more?
And no, actually, we can get there right now because apparently that's the next topic
Seasonal
of
gear set?
discussion.
I think they're just showcasing the gear set.
No, not really. I lied.
Ooh, the
once again.
surprise.
The surprise. Yes, the surprise. So should have arranged the assets differently.
Exotic chess piece?
But whatever. So, a new exotic chest provocator, and what's peculiar about the specific piece of gear is that that's going to be a reward for Master Climax difficulty, which is a new difficulty that also comes with
Master
this
Climax
season.
difficulty.
Yeah, it's a Climax exclusive, so you
Oh,
will
they're
have to
putting
wait
exotics
all the
behind
way to
hard
the end of the season
content.
to actually unlock that piece.
I didn't think they had it in them.
And
I know people are
as
gonna be
it goes with
mad.
difficulty,
I know people are
we
gonna be
have
mad
higher
about that,
chances
but
to get it
I didn't know they had it in
on
them.
Master.
Rewards for doing hard content.
But yeah, it's a pretty cool piece, and
I'm all about
I don't know,
that,
Do we
man.
talk about what it does, or do we not?
I don't think I have the
Do you have
notes
the-
for it.
you don't
Yeah,
have the
because
notes?
it's coming later in the season.
Okay.
So we decided to.
Okay, I'll keep it to myself
It's,
then.
it's just a sneak peek. It's a big.
It looks cool is what it does.
looks like
Yeah, and
it
plus
might
it's
be
like
something
the
with
third
adrenaline-
exotic,
adrenaline
of the
rush.
season.
Yep.
or
I don't know if you want to
Unstoppable
talk about
Force?
the master difficulty separately. Like
I don't know, you see the
where do we
little-
put it
the
on
bull?
Scale of,
Yeah, we can talk. Do you want to talk about it now?
no,
I'll
I
talk
mean,
about
if
it.
you want to. Yes.
Do you?
No, just tell us. You already showed us.
Okay, so master difficulty, yes. Again, we've talked about that again in the past, but for those who don't know, this is a new difficulty setting that we're going to apply only to the climax mission of that season. So when the season comes to an end and you've done all the scouts, and then we unlock the
DPS.
climax mission, which is the conclusion of that season. We are also going to unlock the master difficulty of it. So the climax will be available in all the usual difficulties: normal, hard, challenging, heroic. But then on top of that, there will be a master difficulty. And this
Zeke
one
said
is
it's so
actually
hard to sit
handcrafted in a way.
bull
So the
prepper.
NPCs will be tougher, but also the challenges, the encounters, the mechanics will be handcrafted to be made harder. So, it's hard to rank it. I don't really want to create the false expectation here, but we want something that is tough. So just to be clear, if you're not an advanced player with optimized build, it's going to be a very hard challenge. We are looking at, I would say it, but legendary level of difficulty, potentially even incursion level of difficulty. In my dream, this is where we will see. But it is meant to be harder, for sure, harder than heroic. And this is going to be, the toughest challenge at the end of the season to see have you actually mastered everything that this season has to offer.
Yeah, and that's why it's important to play throughout the entire list of scouts that are going to be available, because otherwise there is no way to unlock it.
Yeah, you need to play the scouts to unlock it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, this
So
is very
scouts are like
exciting
what, side
since
missions
it
then, I
also
guess?
comes with
We finish the scouts
new,
and then it unlocks the
piece of
mastery
equipment.
difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
And now to Season Pass, because Season Pass also underwent a few changes.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are visual changes. It's something you maybe already saw in the PTS live stream or in the
I
seasonal
think it
trailer.
comes out tomorrow. Yeah, it comes out
But,
tomorrow.
uh,
Oh,
So-
we didn't show the season pass in the live stream. Huh?
you played it.
Is
was
it an
a busy work?
interrogation?
How dare you?
I mean, we don't have a visuals right now, but it was.
There's one in the trailer at least.
Yeah, they were in the trailer, so you can see there.
Yeah.
Like, but the good thing about it, it's like first and foremost, there were no two different tracks. You can only have one track now.
Yeah.
And another thing,
Previews?
that you can finally see all the items, the dice, the weapon skins, the outfits on your character right away.
Yeah, it is. The big changes with the season pass is that, I mean, so first philosophically, yes, there is no two tracks anymore where there was a free track and a paid track. Now
paid
everything is combined together. Some items, some rewards will be free on that track, and then the other ones you need to own the season pass to unlock them. Once again, and I said that in the BTS stream, I know some people will be comparing like, oh, but that's less reward because there's less free rewards on the season track compared to what we had before. But it's true. But again, think of the fact that with the new season systems, a lot of those rewards are actually dispatched on other features as you play the season mechanics. So you get much more rewards from actually engaging with the season, and then on the season pass track you have some free rewards, and then a majority of them being behind the season pass. There was one quick image here, but the cool thing with it is it's mostly a rethinking of the experience to make it just a bit more exciting, a bit more fresh, bringing preview. So yes, you can. Here you go. You have this, I will call that a mock-up, but that's kind of what it will look like in a way in the game. But it's, we have previews, so that means that when you look at a reward on the season pass, you will actually see it on your character. We have a detailed panel, so for items, we will be able to show you some stats and descriptions. It's going to just feel better, look better, be a bit clearer on what reward is what. You will need to claim your rewards now. It's not going to be automatically granted, so also...
it looks like the battle pass from
preventing
Heartland.
some of the issues we've had of like people getting rewards when they're in gameplay and then missing them or whatever, and just when you actually get a season pass level, you want to go there and actually celebrate that reward being unlocked. So it's a lot of small changes here in terms of trying to make it feel a bit better, but also especially do a much better job at making
Totally a
giving
Heartland
you the
battle pass.
information you need.
Yeah, Jen, that's what
especially
I looked
prior
at.
to
It
making
kinda
a
looked like
decision
it,
on
right?
do I want to buy the pass or not. Now you will be able to really preview everything first before you decide if you want to buy or not.
And also what is peculiar about this new updated season pass is that this time around you can get some of your investments back because there are going to be credits available.
Is it like $10?
through the
It's going to be premium credits, yeah.
Yes,
If you
I think this is for the first time ever that they're available
Yep.
through this season
Yep.
pass.
So as you said, you buy the season pass and you get some of your money back by progressing by unlocking premium credits as well.
Yeah, but that's
like
not
Call
all
of Duty.
because free players will
Where you get
also
premium
receive
credits back.
cosmetics in the season pass. That's something that we never had before, which includes one outfit and
So
one
you spend the
skin.
premium
Yeah, there's a
credits
free
on
outfit
other
now, yeah.
skins.
So yeah, a lot of interesting things. And now we're moving to our
too old and too
Halloween
repetitive, Merc.
version of the live stream.
I feel you, man.
The first part of it, at least, Twitch drops. And some
there
of
are
you
Twitch drops tomorrow, guys.
already
We'll
know
be live on Twitch.
about it if you're
If you guys
a
wanna
content
catch me over
creator
there tomorrow.
affiliated with Division or Ubisoft. You may have already seen or heard something about it. You may have already accepted
I have them
the
active on
terms
my Twitch account
of this
tomorrow.
campaign. But for everyone
Why
else,
to say it like that? You have accepted the terms.
tomorrow.
We
it's
got you.
the Halloween live stream. See, I do not have horns, but I have ears. Maybe there are horns hidden.
Just give me
behind
game
them.
with no bugs, please.
Dory.
I've been ready for
You've
Division
been
3 for
censored.
years now. You gotta wait
So
another
Twitch drops.
3-4
Reveal
years.
the
maybe?
drops. See how beautiful. There are
I feel
so
like they
many
could have did
things.
better on the.
So how
the
this entire
mask.
campaign is gonna work? First of all, it's gonna be it starts tomorrow. Not necessarily right after the maintenance. There's like I can see that 6 p.m. So a little bit later. It will give you some time to play a little bit and get familiar with the new features. And up until November 12th, you can actually watch your favorite creators if they are affiliated with the Division or Ubisoft Content Creator Program. And this is how you can earn this
I'll probably
amazing
stream
patch
it
or
when
Netflix
the drops
trophy
go
or
live.
This
So that's
this
at
cat
6
skin is
p.m.?
So nice.
So
it really
is that
speaks
7
to me
p.m.
like a
Eastern time?
goblin
What's
mask.
I mean, obviously.
Central time.
So you don't necessarily need to watch one specific creator. You can watch different people. The rewards are gonna be the watch time is gonna be accumulated on your account.
never mind. That's,
if you're
6
not
p.m.
like you can actually connect your
that's
Twitch
noon
account to your
tomorrow.
Ubisoft Connect
Okay.
account. If you didn't do that, it's
Noon
time for
tomorrow.
you
Noon,
to
12
do
p.m.
that
Eastern
now.
time.
Log into your Twitch account, and there's going to be an
So
option
if the
for you to
servers
do
are
that.
up, maybe like 1 p.m.
So yeah, the big prize in the very end for watching for 3 hours and 30 minutes is the new Rosa mask. I think it's what is this Mexican holidays called? Forgot.
I'm going to butcher it.
Yes. So, but you get the gist. I'm really sorry for not being able to pronounce it properly. But yeah, overall there are a lot of nice spooky new
Diego, you're funny.
things that you can earn through the Twitch drops. And don't forget, up until November 12th.
I like Spider Pumpkin Universal.
You don't have to
Weapon
watch
skin.
it all at once, guys.
It's like Spider Pumpkin.
You
is a new
have from
superhero.
October 29th, almost
Spider
12,
Pumpkin,
13
Spider
plus
Pumpkin.
days.
Whatever.
I'm
You can
Spider
watch
Pumpkin.
like 15
Oh,
minutes
no.
here and there,
Spider Pumpkin
30
is
minutes
here.
here and there.
But I really love the cats. They're so cute. I was not the one who
mask is
oversaw what
boring,
sort
yeah.
of rewards
Hey,
we were
Natalie,
going
how's
to
it
get on the, in this campaign, I swear.
Sure.
If it were to me, like,
You
all
sound
the
very
rewards are gonna
satisfied
be
with them.
Cats themed. Moving on, another thing that got an update recently, friend referral program. If you're a follower on our social media or I don't know, saw updates on our website, the previous friend referral program ceased to exist on 18th of October, and now we are bringing it back. A much better updated version. It starts on October 31st.
I understood that reference.
Yes, this is a very nice.
Yo, they're really pushing to get new
users
players.
with meme. And it will be available worldwide.
If you guys
for
haven't
all
dropped
the
a like on the
platforms
stream,
and
appreciate you
cross-platforms
guys.
as well. So if you're a
Hit
PC
a like.
player but you want to invite your friend from PlayStation or Xbox, you can absolutely do that. Since the last program was reset completely, it is now possible for existing players to be invited again and get the NVT rewards.
I think they said it's
And,
between, it's above
this is,
heroic.
this is maybe
legendary.
something that some of you already have, because the difference in the reward system is that you can see our old friend. It's the Stinger Hunter outfit. This outfit, together with the weapon and the backpack trophy, is now going to be available for NVTs, for new players, for recruits. And for veteran players, for those of you who would be inviting people to the game, there is a completely new uniform. It's called Insurgent uniform, and also
That
an
jacket's
Insurgent
actually
backpack.
pretty
so
dope.
those are two new rewards available for.
Can we get a better
veteran,
look at it?
Players.
The jacket looks good.
Yeah, we wanted more, kind of just something that's a bit more dynamic with the friend referral, because the problem we had with the old system was just, there was some complexity to it anyway. But ultimately it was, as Daria said, like once you've done it once, you're done with it. And we wanted something that's a bit more, a bit more live than that, where just on a regular basis you can invite players. You can also actually, yes, invite people who have played the game but have stopped playing. So if you're inviting your friends that have stopped playing for some time, if you invite them to come back and they come back, you will be rewarded for that as well. So it's not just really about new players, it's about bringing people back to the game.
How do they know?
Regardless if they've played already or not.
Like,
in the past.
what's the time
Yeah, and
limit?
apparently I have this note here that you can still be invited if your last play session dated June 2024. So, cool. quite
I
recently.
think I have a couple
Yeah.
friends who haven't played since like last year.
Invite more people, guys. There is a nice new uniform.
And this will be true
I
moving
just want the
forward from
jacket.
season to season. So you will be able to invite people that have just not played recently.
And maybe we'll even look at the ways of updating referral program as well.
Yeah.
And now, a thing that I realized and I completely forgot to tease, but apparently we're having even more surprises than
Gosh.
I myself originally
Wonder why they stopped
anticipated,
playing?
and I'm the person who
They all play
set
Call
this
of Duty. All
entire
my friends
order
play
of
Call of
show
Duty,
up.
man.
Another exciting thing
They're Call of
that
Duty
we wanted to talk about this time, and
fiends.
even though it's strictly monetization thing and not necessarily something that we would, just use the opportunity to connect with community with, but this is a very special occasion. And today we want to show you a sneak peek at the upcoming apparel collection. Not an apparel event, apparel collection, since it's going to be available in
Time
store.
to make random friends and
Designed
drop
in
them.
collaboration with our friends from GSC Game World. And after months in the making, finally, the big reveal is here.
Yes.
I mean, we are very excited about it. It's very dear to us.
Oh,
because
they're
it's-
teaming up
it's
with
literally been
Stalker
months in the
too?
making.
It's been long conversations, yes, and we've been looking for a new partner to
What?
partner with, to bring some of their identity and their brand and their legacy to the division, and being
I'm
able
actually
to work
excited
with
for
GSC
Stalker.
Game World and see the passion and the dedication that they have making their game through the terrible hardship that they have to go through. It's been such an inspiration that I'm just really excited that we get to support or be part of it in some very small way. So this is just it's more precious than just new items on the store for us. It means a lot.
Yeah, and there are going to be 4 uniforms available.
That
in this
comes out
collaboration.
November, right?
I would not reveal the
November
date
20th,
yet.
Stalker
It's going to
2?
happen later in the season, but as some of you may know, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, is going to be released in November,
See?
20th of November to be
Yeah.
precise. So that might
Xbox Game Pass
give
you
you
guys
an
to
idea
have it.
of when exactly
I played it on
this
PC Game Pass.
collaboration is dropping. And today we also prepared a sneak peek at the upcoming trailer and how all the 4 outfits gonna look.
It looked better in that one picture.
This was a really sneak peek of the
The one on the right
trailer.
could be good.
It's too early to show the whole
One
thing.
second.
I mean, you can see all the
You see the
4
outfits.
uniforms here, but
Yeah.
I really loved how cozy they are at the fire chilling in Chernobyl. The the regular Eastern European things. I may know a few things about that.
what you do on a casual day.
Yep.
But again, no, it's really exciting
Hunter
to be able to
outfits.
bring that and again.
Seems like they're
help our friends
focusing on
at GSC Game World,
monetization rather than
so.
content. Well, I think
Yeah, I
because
think
the content, obviously,
it's really
you guys
amazing
know by
for
now.
this iconic
The DLC isn't coming
brand
out to early next
have
year, so
collaboration
that's
with
where we'll
Division.
really
2
get my
iconic
content.
brands
I've been trying to
in
explain it to a lot
collaboration.
of people, and I understand
It's two
people want the content right now.
together.
But
Exactly.
the
I just
DLC
noticed that. Oh, nice.
it's supposed to be early next year. That's when we get
they
like
say
the new
when
Brooklyn,
they like
new
the
area,
clock strikes
new
with
missions.
the same numbers, like is it 11:11? You need to make a wish. That's the similar case here.
Okay.
All wishes are going to be granted. Promise, trust.
You went on record with that.
Is the DLC official? Yeah, it's official.
Now talking about
100%.
clowns.
They talk about it all the
I know
time,
that's
100.
a bit of a sudden
It's
change.
100%.
Nobody said anything about clowns, but sure.
I mentioned it a few
They just
times
haven't put
in
a
the very
price tag
beginning.
on
The
it. and they
beginning,
haven't
yeah.
said
Please pay
if it's free or
attention.
not. Like,
I
it's gonna be
cannot
paid.
do it like
Pretty
that.
sure.
So yeah, it's a bit of a change in aesthetic, but one thing that I wanted to mention for you guys to pay attention to our social media in the coming days.
Maybe we get a referral for each of
because there are gonna be giveaways
the other skills for the leather
for
jacket.
the certain bundle that is called Laughing Gas. here it is.
Oh, that's
It
actually nice.
May remind you of something or someone.
That's actually
But
pretty.
yeah,
That
we'll
mask
be
is pretty
giving away,
dope.
on official Division 2 channels. You may also pay attention to some of the creators that you like. Maybe they will also be participating in the giveaway.
That's cool. I didn't get one, man.
This is,
Devs don't like me,
our
bro.
way to celebrate
I've talked too
Halloween,
much.
with all of you.
Too much trash about them.
A way to look spooky in the dark zone.
Only people I got
Wow,
contact with
really
is
looks very
Ubisoft
cheerful.
directly.
Like, look at how
but
colorful
Division
it is.
devs,
Look at
I-
how
none of them.
happy he is.
If you look at that and you think cheerful, that's the word that comes to your mind. We need to talk, Daya. We need to talk.
Ubisoft thinks we're clowns.
This is what working on this brand does to a person. Anyway,
The mask is pretty dope, though.
this is pretty much it that we wanted to cover. Of course, this is not everything that's going to happen throughout the entire season. There are a lot more other things going to happen a little bit later in the year. We're looking at having a winter event, for example, something similar.
Means
to
you have
what
been
we had,
honest.
this summer, or Mooncake.
Or more X5, XP events.
Yes, and by the way, this is official information at this point because we already announced it at BTS livestream. So yeah, we're gonna have more of the XP boosts. Yannick made sure because he himself loved X5 events
Haven't
so
played in
much.
months
so
on
he was
PC
like,
or PS4.
We-
What's not to love? You do a bounty and you get 10 levels. I mean,
Tomorrow's the update. No,
So
man.
yeah, please look forward to all that happening. We will either cover it in our upcoming live streams or just announce it through social media. And now it's time for your
I stream
favorite
all the
part.
time. I
Our
stream
favorite part,
on
which
Twitch
is
or YouTube.
Q&A.
I'm live almost
and
every day.
I need to boot my laptop.
bring up the questions.
All right, so
Yeah,
we get
by
a
the
Q&A
way-
here.
by the way,
So
this
guys,
time around, we also
just to
gonna
sum it
have,
up, like I've been saying this for a while.
chat on the
This
screen.
the last few
It goes
updates have
too
all been
fast
like
for us to
a
catch
way
up
for
with
them
everything.
to get everybody.
I saw
in
someone, I'm
sync
going to take a question
and build
directly. I
on
saw
for
someone
the
asking,
DLC.
Yannick, what shade level are you in game? Well, I'm shamefully still just like 500 something, which is hilarious in a way that
He's just
I
talking
have
about his
probably
shade
like,
level.
I don't know,
But again, like
300-400
for all you guys
hours
looking
into
for
the game,
content,
and,
I've been saying
in
this for a while.
relationship to everyone,
The
I'm
DLC is going to be
considered
where we get new missions, new
which is
content.
like 300 or 400
This
hours,
is kind of
probably
like
one
a
of
way
the
for
most
them to
I've
do like
invested in
modifiers. To be
into a
fair,
game, but that's nothing
modifiers
compared
and
to,
stuff like that.
compared to a lot of other
Like
people.
and
That
build
being
on
said,
what
that
they
does
can
not
build
include
on
all the
going
time I
forward,
spend
right? I think this is a
work
new
or
concept,
playing,
great for
work in
newer
progress
players,
space.
maybe
Yes,
some
if
returning
you would
players,
add
but
that,
vets.
there would be a lot more hours.
Does
I don't
builds
know.
count? Absolutely. There are also a few questions that
I'm coming back from the grind, but how long can you grind before you get tired? Honestly, I play so much, man. I
Yes.
play whatever,
Yeah,
play whatever
we
you
can
feel
turn it
you
off.
enjoy playing.
So once again, there is
For a while, we were playing First Descendants.
there is no.
We've been playing a lot of Call of
no
Duty.
payoff-
We
no
finished a
payoff
playthrough
or
for
no,
Tomb Raider.
No punishment.
You
in
know,
a
I've
way
been
for
I've been
turning it
playing
off
so
or
many
no
games now, like
incentive to
that.
turn it on. It's
I can
really
come
up to
back
you.
and play the Division, enjoy
Overall,
it,
the global modifier is a buff.
and then go play something else.
Of course, having the global modifier on also means that you will have hostile modifiers against you. So you can always turn it off whenever you want. If it's not working for you, you can do that. One thing that is important to know is that when a global event is running, you will have
Didn't
to turn off
Xbox get
your
an update?
global modifier because global event and global modifier
played
cannot
off the grid too.
coexist. So you will have to choose when a global event is running. Do I want the global modifier or do I want the global event for the duration of that event?
Holler, you have to pay for it.
When
The clown
patch
outfit, you
notes
have to pay
going
for
out
it.
right after the live stream. Trust.
I
Is
think
there going to be an
I
apparel
think it should
event?
be in the store. If
Is
you're
there
trying
going to be an
buy-
apparel event? At the moment, we are not planning an apparel event for this season.
Oh, no apparel event. Monetization,
But
baby.
we will have the
We will have something for you to
other
buy in the
events, like
store,
winter
baby.
events that is like
I'm
also
joking, I'm joking.
other
events.
opportunities.
There's if you want free stuff, there will be free stuff. No worries. But we don't plan an apparel event for this season.
What happens if one player has completed scouts
Oh,
and
I
the
liked
rest
Tomb Raider
of
a
group
lot.
hasn't?
I enjoyed
so the thing was, you can still play scouts together. You just need to be sure that everyone in the group completes the same objective.
I've
And
already beat
in
all the Gears of
That
War.
way, you will be given
I
all
haven't
the
played the
rewards,
last
the entire
two
group.
or the
If
last
it's only
one.
the leader of the group or anyone else in the group who completes the specific objectives that belongs to the scout, it won't be distributed for everyone. So just make sure that you toggle the same objective at the same time.
Yeah. I think the question maybe was that if only the leader has the
I wish they made a
the
faceless
climax
to the new
unlocked,
gen.
can the
It's
other
such a
players
beautiful world.
join the climax mission if they haven't done the scouts? And the truth is that I actually don't know. There are people on this team that will know the answer to this question, but I actually don't know.
Also, you say it's
normally
not
the
even
leader
worth playing Gears of
decides
War
because
5?
it's their world, but I don't know if the access to climax will be unlocked for everyone or not. So
I would speculate.
we'll have to get back to you on this one. I think.
Yeah, I would not try to speculate then. Do modifiers work in raids?
Do modifiers work in raids?
I'm on. I thought
I
First
was
Ascendant was a good
convinced
game.
they did, but I think I've seen feedback on the PTS that they did not. So
Hold
I'm
on.
less sure
I'm
about
listening
it.
to what's
now.
discussing.
Maybe it was just different on PTS.
So I enjoyed the First Ascendant. It just got very repetitive. When I was 700 hours in, right?
Information added to the patch notes.
And at that point, I had everything in the game. I beat all the bosses.
So there is a question if people.
I think if they
do we
bring
need-
raids or
They do not
something, I
work
might
in
go
raid,
back.
that's
But
what
right
says
now,
DJT
I have no
so,
plans.
yeah.
You can trust DJT.
Taking a break from it.
He knows better than
Approved.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do we
haven't
need
played
to
it in
create
like a
a new
month.
character and start from level 1 for Seasons 2.0? So it's no longer a thing.
No.
You can be a completely new player, new to the game, and still be able to jump
I'd rather be
on the
playing
new
Black Ops
season
6
and
and
be
Division
able
2.
to play.
need the
and-
clown
and-
outfit, you
and
can buy
actually,
it, I believe,
interact with
100%.
all the seasonal activities, but you're not required to create a new character.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad
Where
game,
can
man. It
players
was a good
get
game.
Gang
And just
Foodie?
waiting for something new.
Dev team.
It's easy. You have to work on the
just
division.
no plans to cover
Simple
it
as that.
anytime soon.
I've seen a question. The chat goes a bit too fast, so I didn't read the full question. But I think the question was about legendary missions, if we're going to be adding new ones in the future. And the truth is that at the moment, no, we are not planning to add new ones. Our goal was to have legendary difficulty to be for strongholds only. But that being said, that could change. So it's not necessarily on the table at the moment, but it's not a hard no either.
Are we getting an extra character slot?
No. As we've said, I think we've discussed during the PTS
Resource
during the
usage
PTS
to
stream.
uplift soon to be
We were
6-year-old
prepared
game.
to add a new character slot when we were talking about doing seasonal characters. Now that we've removed
Yeah,
seasonal
I agree with you,
characters,
Mighty.
we don't
There's
need
no
that
reason
extra
to
slot.
upgrade the next
But
gen
we had started some
at this point.
investigations in terms of what that means in terms of save size and extra storage for the
You're talking
account
about right
and
now,
all
like-
that. So that means it potentially opens doors.
Potentially.
No promise here,
it
but
will.
it opens doors for potential stash extensions in the
But
future.
as the moment, no.
But that's investigations that are ongoing right now.
Yeah.
Stash space.
So they're
What?
Question mark?
they're
I think I
looking
just
into
answered
it
that.
because we were supposed to get a new character. We're not getting a new character.
I think I saw
So
a
we
few
have- they have
questions
the
about
space,
the
but it just depends.
DLC and when are we planning to
Slot.
reveal more information about it. This is not something that we can share right now.
When
but
it will be ready. We're still working on it.
Yeah, but everything's on track. So once the time comes, you will be the first one to know, for sure. PvP news. 3 question marks.
Not not for this update. It hasn't been a priority.
PvP news.
Now, bear
see?
in mind,
Just let
with
you
this
guys
update,
know,
we haven't
PvP
talked
news.
much about it in this stream, but there's still also the whole general balancing pass that we tested on the PTS. So that will have an impact on PvP, obviously, the balance in general of items. But otherwise, PvP hasn't been our priority with this update.
Hasn't been the priority for this
so we
update,
don't
guys.
have any major changes here.
That's why I tell people who enjoy PvP. Just know.
Also, a few questions about new raids on new
Been saying it for a while,
incursions.
Still not the plan. I know people are asking, like, is the incursion happening? Because they've seen some screenshots from the PTS.
There's no incursion either, guys.
We've said
I
it
saw-
once. I'll say it every time. Take everything you see on the PTS or through any kind of data mining. Take everything you see with big grains of salt, because just because something is in the build doesn't mean it's actually ever going to happen.
Yeah.
Permaban for cheaters. we do ban cheaters. I know maybe we haven't banned the one you met.
Zemo is making
and I
me
know
crash out when I die.
There's always
for all
experiences or
platforms that I
cases
did.
where some people
Skills, did they answer
manage
anything
to,
about
to keep
anti-cheats?
cheating, but,
We're talking about right now.
overall we have regular waves and we're banning cheaters when we catch them.
He's saying that
Yeah,
they
I
have
know
regular
that
waves. They
people
do
call
ban
me out
cheaters when they
and
catch them,
repeating
but
this thing again and again. But basically, that's the only thing that can help here is to keep reporting those people.
so they're just talking
especially
about
if you
keep
can,
reporting. So I'll tell you guys,
make a
with
video
cheating,
or
to be
grab a
fair, man,
screenshot
like
so their username is
there-
visible and the offense is visible. Just keep reporting.
there's $1 billion
that.
business in
Support
cheating,
has
guys.
specifically
Like
designed,
cheaters who are making like
sanctioning metrics
not for the
that they
division, right?
apply,
But think about it, Call of Duty.
to
They
those
spend
cheaters.
millions and
And
millions in
the more
anti-cheat,
you
and there's always
report
somebody
them,
creating
the
a
more,
cheating software, cheating
there is a
something.
chance for them
There's always
to
going to
get
be that.
in
The best thing you can do is hopefully report, and hopefully the devs
New conflict
keep
maps,
improving
no,
their
not on
cheating.
the,
But again,
not
I
on the
understand
code
like
right now would be
a
cool.
division. If you go in the dark
What
zone,
about
sometimes you get
Sokoloa?
shot through the
Any
walls on
use?
PC. Cronus has been trying. They've been trying to ban Cronus on Sony,
Definitely up to
Xbox.
something.
They've all tried to implement their own, but they always
possible to add
create
snow
some
to the
kind
game,
of
yeah,
backdoor.
that would be
I
cool.
mean, it's a system that happens. I mean,
I've seen,
cheaters ruin the game for everybody, and people think that they're good because they cheat. You
Not
know,
about Bad and Sheffer, same.
just
Every
report
game,
people if
don't
you think they're
worry,
cheating,
we
and
haven't
hopefully they can
forgotten about
catch
our
them
characters,
if
don't
that's what
worry.
they're doing.
I've seen someone just, I guess was a sarcastic comment, saying, since I said no new incursion or raid, saying, oh, there's no new content to the game. I mean, come on, we're bringing you a whole new overhaul of seasons. We said we have a DLC that's coming. We're working on new things. Might not be the one
He
thing you
just
want,
said
but
there's a
we're
new
busy.
DLC coming. I know Manny. Was it Manny? No. Andre, you were asking.
And now there's just too much
So,
in chat. It's
he-
hard
he
to
said
catch
it-
something.
I've tried to say this for long. Like, if you guys
Yeah,
are
I'm
looking
trying.
Will master
a lot of-
difficulty
a lot
work
of
for all
content,
activities like heroic? I'm
this
surprised
might
I
not be the
managed to catch
update for you.
that. No.
But next update,
As I've said,
TLC,
master
hopefully,
difficulty
will be.
will be for the climax mission only. And will
The best
remain
cheaters
like
are the ones that never get caught.
It's a new thing. We'll create it. We'll contain it to the climax. And then we'll see what the future tells us. But for the moment, it's going to be climax only.
I managed to a question about appearance of the exotic weapons, if that can be modified. It's probably a question to Pali.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool. That would be cool.
What's up
Be
about
sweet if they
Kelso?
give us
Kelso,
mad survival
Kelso's
suit.
chilling.
So live, I want to talk to you guys about this.
Kelso
So
is-
I don't know if you guys heard
dream.
a while back.
In Rogano.
It came out, a dev that was working on Heartland originally, which was supposed to be the survival for Division 2, was supposed to go.
Is Phalar still
there-
alive? No.
Survival was supposed to be a DLC. Well, Heartland was supposed to be a DLC for the Division 2. At some point, Red Storm, Ubisoft decided, no, we want to make a standalone. And this has all been put
So
out.
many
This was on
questions
Twitter.
about
This was on X.
cosplay.
I'm not releasing any information that wasn't known.
No,
So
cosplay is
they
not,
decided they didn't want to do the DLC. They wanted to do a standalone. So that's where Red Storm
same
and
would be
Ubisoft
cool.
started working on creating a
it's, I think, I believe
standalone,
we've explained that at
free-to-play
some point.
extraction survival shooter, whatever you guys want to call it.
It's a lot.
Now,
a lot of work,
that
and a
kept
lot of
going
work
on,
in
and they would have
way
play
that
tests,
is,
they would get feedback, play
not
test,
something
feedback,
where I
and they
keep
just kept
track of
changing
at this point.
from when it first evolved
believe
all the
me,
way
we
to
talked
when
about
before they
very
canceled
long
it. It was a whole different game,
Was
and
the question
they,
if
I
you
guess,
have
lastly they
years
decided, you know what,
of
we're not going to go with that.
I actually do.
Personally, I think had they
Very
kept it as a
important.
DLC, it would have been better for the Division community, and the Division community would have been able to do it. At this point, they can't do that because if you've seen any gameplay, if
Yeah,
you've seen
and
any
it's been a long
movement,
time,
the
and I
movement
know
in
that there are
Heartland
no
is
updates
totally
that
different than the
satisfy
movement
everyone,
in
but
Division
it's,
2.
something
So
that,
you,
we're working
it's
on.
two
It's
different
just,
movement.
the
Like
current
it's a
size
whole
of the
different
team
system.
allows us to,
So it's not like they can
work
just
only
add it
with
to the
Division
game.
1
So
or
at this
Division
point, I
2,
don't think we would
and
see
the
that in
priority
Division 2. That would be something that they would push to maybe Division 3. And then that's just my
Yeah,
thoughts
it's
on
just
that.
also
But
Division 1
again, it was
and
supposed to be a DLC for Division 2.
It's
It got
very
pushed to a
hard for us to,
standalone. It ultimately got
actually change
canceled.
anything with Division 1.
And now it's just
a lot
assets,
has been
I'm
lost. So
assuming.
it's very hard for us to actually bring back global events. I know it sounds simple, but it is.
They
not.
got greedy with that? Yeah,
and we
I-
have people that have been actively working
know.
on that for some time already.
What does new exotic do? I mean, I can try and fetch it right now, but all the details are going to be revealed like in 30 minutes.
Survivor was so good.
After the live stream.
Yannick, can you beat the Summit 100 Hunter? I actually have never reached Summit 100.
They need to fix the first division so it's more
I know. I'm
playable.
going to be called out for that.
Generally, they just don't have they don't have
it's
the
mostly
resources to invest in the game.
I play in short sessions, so
old.
when I play the game, I want to focus on something that's short term.
Are
What?
we going to get a fun kit for this season?
Is the division resurgence keep coming back? I think division resurgence is coming, but currently,
not
I don't know if you guys
Division 1
read
is
the
two?
news on it.
There's an idea.
It was approved in
Just press the
China.
button, merge
And if you
games.
guys know,
It's
one of the biggest
Division 1 and Division 2 are- I
Tencent,
know they
they're
look the
part of
same, but they are
Ubisoft,
two
right?
very
Like
different
part
games.
they're working
So, yeah, it would be
on
the same as saying merging
creating a
Division 2
global
and Rainbow
release
Six.
for that in
It's
China
just,
too. So they want to release
it's,
Division Resurgence
it's
as
not,
one big
something
package
that can
in
be-
China and all over the, in the US and everywhere else. So I believe that's what's
We
taking
get
so
red
long.
skin on Shade Watch.
That's the biggest thing because
Nobody
once it got approved in China because games have to get approved over there. Once it got approved, they pushed the release date because they want to do one big global release for the Division Resurgence. So it should be one big, and Tencent's big on mobile games. You guys know that by now.
Shared progression, crossplay. I think we've talked about that already.
Yeah. They're the
raid weapons on
now they're in
master
all
difficulty.
games
What
though.
are you
Tencent has
suggesting that
like
we
what
bring in some of the
58%
raid
or
exclusives
50% of the
when you're
gaming
playing
market
master?
right now.
That's not the plan at the moment.
Or they're
The
like
exclusive
they
is
have their
exclusive
claws
to
in
the
it
raid.
somehow. They said. I think that was the last study I saw. I was reading up on them. Tencent's massive. They
That's
have their
actually
hands
an
in
interesting
everything.
suggestion. Can
They're
you
invested
make,
in everything.
hunters
Every
spawn
company.
randomly and depend world like rogue agents? Add a bit of a challenge. But that
Not
would
many people
kind of
playing the
take
Division 2
away
anymore.
the beauty of the
we
hunter encounter.
we want the hunter spawns
Yeah.
to feel special. Hunters are still a
Division
big
2,
boogeyman,
China
but
add
when you
stat
see one, you
space.
should have a oh shit moment. If they become random and spawn in weird locations and weird moments,
Crossplay
then
is
we
a
can
must,
lose
like
bit of
urgent.
that. So we prefer to keep control. Can you hear what's needed for the modifier while it's switch stuff? Yes, because the progress on the modifier is again connected to the season journey, which you can progress without having the modifier turned on.
He's talking about Division 2.
And the priority objectives, which you can also complete without having the modifier turned on. So you don't have to use the modifier to progress it.
Hey, Meta, thank you for the $2
Blueprints
donation.
from old
Appreciate you, man.
seasons.
Thanks for the love.
It also brings back the discussion about the throwback event where it was possible for you to
70%
get
are playing
all the
Black Ops
exotics from the
6.
previous seasons, and it's the question's been very popular
Yeah,
about the blueprints.
we should like.
We'll
On
check to see
principle,
if
yes,
the
we need
clown
to add
mask
them.
or the clown outfit
We
is
just,
in Division 2
need
once
to
we
find out
finish.
the ones that are
Once they
missing
finish
and
this
then,
stream, I'll
add
load
them,
up
but
Division
it's,
2 for you
there's
guys
no,
and see if it's in there. It
direct
should be in there, I
intention
believe.
for us to not make them available.
And we'll see how much it costs. At least US.
What's the plan for Keener for season 2? Well, again, you'll have to play. I see a lot of crossplay and blueprints, so I think we've covered that already.
Let me check.
I see some questions about Descent or some suggestions on Descent. Yeah, we don't have plans to revisit Descent in the short future, but I think there's been already some there's been enough time since we've released it that we have some clear indications on what works and what doesn't. So I hope at some point we'll
Division
have a chance
2,
to
I don't know.
revisit it and
I
make
haven't
improvements.
played. I don't know about Division 2 China.
But that's not in the short future.
Thing is, like, you got to remember the Division devs that are working on Division 2
It's
China
a
is
question
totally
how to get
different.
the
You
old,
remember that's a
Descent
PC
comms, and
only
as
game.
far as I know, they are not available. If you missed them at some point, then you can get the ones from the past months, I believe. But
I believe
not the
Division 2
older ones.
China
So that's
is
something we
only
should,
PC. It's not
that's something we should address.
PlayStation or Xbox either.
Would be good to allow everyone to catch up.
Pretty
Equipping
sure.
two exotic gear pieces at the same time. Well, the thing is, exotic pieces are balanced with the fact that you can only have one. If we one day change that and say you can have multiple exotics equipped, then we're going to have to nerf them. And as we know, nerfs are usually not popular. But that's what we would have to do if we allow you to have a second one. We would need to nerf it because combining two exotics together would be a bit outside of our comfort zone when it comes to giving more power to the players.
So no more than one exotic, guys. That's what he said. They're just worried that the power gap, I guess.
Any new Descent comms? There will be new comms with the new season as usual.
Alpha Bridge would be fire. Lone Star. They should bring
One clue for the
Nomad.
hunter mask hook. No, I think I've said that already in the PTS, but there is no secret hunter connected to that hook.
Oh, again, I know a lot of you guys asked me
Not
that. You
yet,
know,
no.
the final hook that's in New York, there's no mask tied to it.
Can you make it snow in Washington? I love that people
Predator's
are still
mark.
not losing hope for
We
it
need
to
one
happen.
exotic armor piece that allows us to carry 2 exotic weapons.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
I want more loot.
Big horn in the loot pool. Keep dreaming.
You know, Bighorn's the one exotic I don't have on my PC
How
account.
to get Drag of Mask?
Maybe we'll
I
work
think
for
that's
it
the mask that was available
at some point.
as a part of the bundle.
Yeah, and I think there was an issue where not everybody got it, and I believe it should have been granted to everyone.
Tiki, you're so stuck.
So if I'm right and you still haven't gotten your mask, if you bought the bundle and didn't get the mask, you should contact support.
The station is OP though. I love
What
it.
about hardcore? Yeah, it is true. We haven't talked about it, and there's not any major changes to hardcore. The new season model will work with hardcore as well. But yeah, we haven't planned any drastic changes to the mode. But it would be great to give it some love at some point.
New global events. They're modifiers now.
Yeah. No, we
Yeah.
don't have new global events.
Yeah,
just
so
yet,
global
but,
events
but
pretty
that's
much went
something we could
away,
do.
and then the
We've
modifiers
actually
for
discussed it.
this are kind of what it is.
We need zombies. I didn't see the rest. It's just so we need zombies. And no, straight up no. There's enough zombie fantasies and zombie games out there.
No zombie game.
Yannick, thank you. You're welcome. I don't know what for, but
He said, I don't know what for.
Kinner duck clues, please.
Matt said, he
Just
said,
keep
thank
shooting
you.
the ducks. That's the only
He
clue.
said,
That's
Yannick,
the
thank
only
you.
way
And
to
he
get
said,
the
I don't know
Kinder
what for.
when is year 6 season 2?
Tomorrow.
I don't know. Let me check my notes. It's actually tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, the
We
season
got
goes
it
live
right
tomorrow,
now,
guys, for any of you guys
tomorrow.
wondering.
I'll
We're going
wait
to check
till
out to see if that clown outfit is available
Can
in
you
the
buff
store.
the Ouroboros? Well, the thing is, with all the balancing changes that we've done that are going to be live.
Did I play the
tomorrow,
BTS live? No, I did
There
not.
are some
play it.
of them where I know that we've made changes, and then we got some feedback from people who were on the PTS asking us to either revert those changes or change them in a different way. In some
you
cases,
don't need a
we
new
agree.
character.
In some
Pain.
cases, we meet in the middle.
You could play
in
with
other
your regular
cases, we
character.
don't agree.
can
And
play
when we
with the
don't
new
agree, that
character.
doesn't necessarily mean that we just think we know better and that's it. It just means, okay, let's put it out there. Let's put all the other balancing changes out there, and then we can
They
look
have
again
no
at
plans
some
for
of those.
PvP at
So
the
there
moment,
will be
son.
extra changes afterwards. And I'm not saying we're going to change the
They just
Ouroboros.
he answered the
I
question.
just want to make it clear that
This
even
season, at
just
least.
because we didn't change something after PTS doesn't mean that we think balancing in general is solved. There are some things that we have decided to not change from PTS to live because we want to see how it's going to behave with all the other balancing changes around.
Yeah, they said for PvP they had no plans. The only thing PvP is really getting is since they're balancing a lot of the weapons and gear,
Any plans to
it could affect
monetize
PvP.
seasons backpack or past seasons backpack trophies and it was called. I didn't see the rest, but anyway, past seasons backpack trophies, dice, and arm patches. No, we want those to be rewards for specific times when you actually were able to
Buff
be here.
enemies.
So at
I
the moment, we
remember
are not
TU8.
planning on monetizing those.
There was a question. I also cannot really read it as it was written, but basically, is there a way to re-experience or learn about the story before? And there's actually an opportunity for you to replay the legacy manhunt missions, which won't really give you access to the entirety of the previous seasons, but at least you can experience the story through the previous manhunts.
Yeah, and you can get the collectibles when you replay a climax mission, a legacy climax mission.
Yo,
you
Hyper,
are
what's
able,
going on?
in a way to
What did I
to
miss?
the
I came
story.
back from grocery shopping. Season goes live tomorrow.
Otherwise, you can watch Andrian gaming. He's quite good at the story recaps.
Did you ever think about crossover with other franchises like Assassin's Creed? Or
You know what they could be doing while they're
There's
doing
a whole
this
story
Q&A?
behind
They could
Assassin's
have like
Creed,
cool
and
videos
I
of the
think there were some,
season.
screenshots that leaked on Division 1 back in the days.
Screenshots
Go-
going.
Go and search for those.
Like, I feel like
but
they're
I mean,
not-
yeah, we've done that in the past already. I mean,
There's
we
no
have
hype
a Splinter
behind,
Cell
like,
outfit in the
their-
game.
like, their-
and I believe
podcasts or whatever they're
Ghost Recon
showing
Mask.
here, you know?
So I mean,
Like, have, like,
we're also in discussion with
screenshots,
not just
video, clips,
partners, potential
all
partners
going,
out
so
there,
people
but
can, like,
also
while
even
they're
within
talking,
Ubisoft.
answering
We're
questions.
also,
People can get
you know,
entertained.
looking at what would work good on the division. Why no apparel events? Well, because there's several reasons for that, but
Because they got to make money.
we think
Say
that
it.
we'd rather give you free stuff,
Say it.
you know, outfits
Say
and all
it.
of that.
Why is it
through
no apparel
gameplay
events? They
by
gotta make
playing our
money.
things. So, you know, we've been doing a lot more of the, you know, events and free giveaways and all that. We're adding an extra free outfit on the season pass, for example. So there's a lot of ways to acquire.
I'm gonna
items
try it.
that are
I'll try
more
out the new season.
interesting than just the grind
I'll
that is in
live
our
stream it
events.
tomorrow, guys. We'll live stream it
And
probably
then
like
when it comes to
12
revenues,
p.m., 1 p.m. Eastern.
you know, pull the
You guys
curtain
get
a
the
bit
Twitch
here. It's
shops.
like,
We'll
you
test
know,
it out. See
we've
what
done a
see if
lot
we
of
like it.
improvements when it comes
I
to,
mean,
you know, generating revenues with our game. With
I'm
the
still gonna
store
play
and
all
all
other
that,
games,
so
though.
we no longer need to rely just
I'll
on
tell you guys
apparel
that.
events to actually bring
100%.
in money. So, you know, we'll only do it when it makes sense and when we have a cool idea that we want to bring. But it doesn't have to be mandatory with every season moving forward.
I just want to put a beanie over my hunter mask.
Is that Yannick? I believe.
We're gonna make money. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, but we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes.
Now we're reaching the silence part where we're trying to find.
Yeah, like
find
it
some
moves
questions.
too fast.
When will the next 5 or X5 XP event be? I don't have the date in mind, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be visible on the season timeline tomorrow.
Yes.
When you log in tomorrow, you will see that on the timeline. So
Okay.
it's not a secret. It's just we don't have the dates in mind.
And also what we can do to make sure that everyone's
we need to
aware
get
of
crazy with this game.
realistic
Open it up for us.
communications,
I've been
so
playing since.
we can
I
take care
agree.
of that.
Will specialization rework happen? Yeah, I know that's an old one, right? We've talked about it. Was that part of year 4? I think it was year 4. We've actually even had an article to explain what our ideas were. And the truth is that the ideas that we had, while they were good on paper, when we started implementing them, it just didn't click.
They need 5
that
XP
happens.
twice a month. I agree.
And we had other priorities at this point, so we've decided to put it on ice and, you know, at some point rethink it. So hopefully one day we'll get there when we can, you know, reprioritize it and take the time to rethink specializations in our game. But so far it's just still on ice. Please, can you play some PvP on live stream? Why? Just
Yeah,
so,
they said they're still
so
working
you
on it,
can
Bruno.
tell us that we
It's
don't
supposed to
play
come out
PvP
next
or
season.
like, you know, just because we play or don't play something, it doesn't mean that it changes our decision making on what needs to be prioritized or not. We are not prioritizing work based on, you know, my experience when I play the game. So we know that there are complaints on PvP. We know there's a PvP community here that wants improvements. We've done a batch of improvements with Project Resolve. That's a bit some time ago now, and I understand if people want improvements. And you know, we regularly have it in mind. But it's just it's different work, and it's work that that we need to find the right moment and the right time to prioritize.
I also saw the question if there are going to be new waves of ETF. And the way the current program is structured is that the last time there was the call for participants, we still have all of them on our Discord. They're still active, and we're working closely with them whenever it's about discussing new updates or our plans, or even showing them the design documentation. But I think it's actually a good time for us to think about inviting more people to the program. So definitely think about it. Maybe not this year, but
The truth is, a lot of those guys don't even play the game.
there was also a question
That are in
about the
that
patch
Discord.
notes. Patch
And I know
notes
because
are
I
gonna
know
be
people in
released
it.
once the stream is
I'm not
over.
in it, but I'm gonna tell you guys the truth.
And like, don't let me tap on
Exactly.
the sign.
That's the truth. Like, a lot of those people in that ETF they don't even play
New
the game.
legendary missions.
Not anymore, at least.
I mean, new legend. Yeah, we've talked about legendary already.
So they
but, yeah,
should
we
re-invite
don't
people
have
who
plans
are
for that yet.
continuously playing.
I've
the
seen a
game,
question
right?
about
That
new
are
factions.
constantly
Yeah, new
upgrading.
factions would be cool, but the problem is, if you want new
Like, look at
factions, you want
playtime,
new
people who are
behaviors as
active,
well. You
remove
don't want
people who
just to
aren't.
reskin an existing faction. You need to rethink all the different archetypes. How do they do? You need to, to recode the AI to create some new behaviors. And while this is not impossible, it's a bit beyond our reach, to be honest, because that requires a lot of expertise that we.
The new season starts tomorrow, Bruno.
So we work with what we have. And I think we still have opportunities to make cool stuff with what we have.
I think Witness, the problem is they don't have
can
the
master
team
difficulty be applied
really
to legacy
work
missions?
on PvP.
No, so master difficulty will not be
have to
retroactively
choose.
applied to missions. It's just
Enhanced
going to
PvE,
start being
continue it
applied
going,
to
where they have a larger player
climax
base,
missions moving forward.
or
so the first master will be
address like the
with
smaller
climax
player
of that
base that's in
season, and then the
PvP.
season
That's
after
the
that,
problem.
and so on and so forth.
Like when you don't have a
That's
huge
the plan
dev
at the
team
moment.
on
It's
the
not
game,
going to be made
you have
available
to prioritize.
more broadly outside of just those climax
You
missions.
can't do both, to be honest.
We still need to iterate on it and
That's why I play
refine
other
it.
games
And
for
then once
PvP at
we
this
have
point.
a good model that we're happy with, maybe then
You
we
know.
can talk about expanding it. But for the time being, it's going to be climax only.
Yeah,
Will
because
the new characters be faster?
you gotta think
with
about it. They're
Season
also working on
2.0?
Division 3 is starting to be developed in the behind
Progressing
the scenes.
with
They got
with a new
team working on the
character.
DLC.
I mean, you get XP rewards from doing activities, so you will get that boost, but it's not specifically designed to make progression faster. So it's not going to be a significant difference.
Like the team is like, you gotta think about it. They're working on a full DLC, right? That's where the team, like, probably their main powers be there. You have people
Can we
working
get all
on
Division
this.
1 gear
They're
sets
gonna
back?
release this, right? They're all
We brought
focused on the
Striker
DLC.
back.
Like taking
The
that
thing is, in
off to really
truth, a lot
focus on
of the,
PvP. You think
Division
you're really
1
gonna do
gear
that?
sets, I know I'm going to regret saying that because people are going to argue against it, but it's gear sets and exotics from Division 1. On paper, a lot of them are actually quite, a bit plain and boring, I would say. But we think it's just more interesting to create new ideas because we can take a fantasy of a gear set or a fantasy of a play style. In fact, actually, with the gear coming with this season, we actually used Lone Star as a reference if you played Division 1, which was the gear set that, refilled your magazine when you were swapping weapons. And so we started from that, and we're like, okay, yeah, like having something about weapon swapping, and that works
But
with
buy the
this,
clown outfit.
modifiers of this season because it's about range. So when you swap from long range to short range, so we took the fantasy and the play style of it, and then we applied it in different ways. So that's something we can do. But then taking a gear set straight out and just doing it in Division 2, I'm not saying we're never gonna do it because there's still some cool stuff, but it's.
If you guys like PvP,
Most of the time,
have
when
you guys
we
tried
compare
off the
face
grid
value,
for you PvP players?
We find that
I
if we
felt like
take
it gave
stuff from
me
Division 1,
the
we still need
DZ
to actually
if
modify
you only
it
play
for it to
third
be on
person,
par
right?
with the other.
Off the
other
grid might
items
be a
in Division 2.
good option for
so
you
the
guys
question,
who
how do you get the laughing gas
who are
bundle?
looking for a
That's
third-person
the
shooter.
clown,
Like if you
clown
don't
bundle
like
that
first-person
we,
shooters, which I
showed.
know a
So
lot of
of course you
third-person
can
shooters
buy it,
don't.
but since it's Halloween, and we're
Recommendation, try it out,
celebrating,
see if you like it.
There are going to be giveaways.
could be good PvP for a
all
lot of you
across our
guys.
social media channels. So visit our Discord,
Who
Twitter,
only like third person.
and
I mean, there's a ton of
maybe
FPS
if,
games out there.
Luck is on your side. You're going to get a bundle for free. There is also, we partnered with a few selected creators. And if you're lucky enough to be a part of their community, they will organize giveaways.
The AR,
raffles,
the
so
season
just,
pass
be on the
overseer.
lookout. There
You can
is
get the
some
new exotic
presents
from the season
available.
pass. Why can't we have a
Yeah,
PS5
stuff from
update?
Yannick.
The resources. it
Pretty
would
sure you
take
can
to
get something
upgrade it.
very close to my hairstyle in Division.
The resources
Yeah,
it would
because
take.
your character is your carbon copy. It's too similar. It's very uncommon.
Crazy to make a white bearded dude in the Division.
I did the session. Game was pretty decent. No clue what was going on. I was picking it up though.
Leaderboard update.
Are you talking about
Yeah, I need
off
to look
off
at
the grid?
leaderboards at some point. Make us able to change the
Why not
color
bring
of apparel pieces.
conflict over to
that's
DZ?
not the plan at the moment. would be cool, but it would be a very different way of for apparel to behave.
Will the new Horus pistol be added to the loot pool? No, I think it's gonna remain as an exclusive event item.
You'll have to wait for next events.
DZ is just COD.
Is the Brooklyn DLC on
Last Stand.
track?
Oh, I missed Last Stand. Last Stand was
As far as I
good.
can tell, yes. For now.
I feel like I wish we would have got Last Stand over Conflict.
Special events vendor as Yannick and Daya. I'm already in the game. I can't be twice in the game. That would be weird.
Yeah, and I said that if I were to get in the game, I just want to be a cat in the settlement named Daria, so...
What should we be looking forward to for the future of the franchise? More years of Division 2. There's still a lot to do with this game. We're not going anywhere.
And yeah, also to not really give you any updates about the future, but that's definitely on the table.
There
We
was
plan
the
to
playtest
update
that
the
finished
existing
yesterday for
roadmap
Art Graders.
because the current one that
Bro,
we
keep an eye out for
showed,
Art Graders.
during Forward
100%.
might not necessarily
Art
correspond
Graders
with our plans, and I
looks-
do not really want to sound
Keep
ominous.
an eye
No,
out on
it's
it.
just
That's all I'm gonna say.
it's just a regular roadmap update, but more
Graders.
communication regarding
Put it
that
on your
is coming.
calendar. Have notifications on.
I see you
follow
people
it.
asking for more clan members as well. I've seen that. We don't have anything to announce yet, but yeah, looking at clans at some point would be cool as well.
Can we get a Pally secret boss? He is a boss in real life.
We
It's
should-
not even a secret.
We should, but then we
Art
should
Graders
record
looks
this
juicy,
voice
guys.
with it. Would be cool to have NPCs for the devs.
Yeah, they just had a
To be fair,
playtest.
I never
Mighty.
asked for the Division NPC
I'm telling
to be in
you-
the game. I didn't know about it.
Art Graders
I want to have my NPC.
blows a lot of games out of the water how it looks. I think it's the closest thing we'll get to survival.
Okay, so we need to answer three
I think
last questions.
We are
Yeah.
looping a bit in the questions, so sorry about that. But yes, crossplay we've said already, no plans. New raids we've said no plans. PvP improvements we've said no plans. Stash space we've said okay. Maybe,
Visually, the game
there
is-
may be hope.
I can't talk about it, but I'm gonna tell you,
So let's see.
keep an eye out for it. If they keep doing what they're doing,
Will Brooklyn have snow? We can get snow in Washington. Please, Brooklyn needs to have snow.
I feel like Exoborn. I feel like Art Graders is better. Like to me, better
By
than
the way,
Exoborn.
there are a lot of questions about Division
I feel like
3,
Exoborn is
and
more
this
like
not
Gears of War-ish.
time
to be
nor
fair.
place for those questions to be answered. This
This is
is
not
the
a Division 3 live stream.
yes.
Remember, Division 3 is like
I hear
3
you.
years
I hear
out,
you.
maybe 4
We
years,
can talk
maybe
about
5.
it. Let's see
Who
what we
knows?
can do about those.
Okay, one last question.
After this, we'll see what the clown outfit looks like in game. I'm not gonna buy it, but I'll show you guys.
Pick
See if
one
it's
that
in
you
there.
like.
Skill reworks. We don't have really a rework plan of skills.
Yannick, you're steering the
Adjustments
boat,
maybe,
sir.
but not a complete rework.
Open the floodgates.
What happens to Kenny College? Nothing. It's gonna stay where it is, alone and sad. Defense when we're not bringing back defense. You don't need defense anymore in Division 2. You have a skill variant already that allows you to use SMG and ARs with your shield. Any word on the infamous Kenny College Nightmare mission? No, that one. That's
I
one
feel
of
like they
those
get to a
things that
point where they
died
just
and
don't even know what to say
it's never
anymore.
gonna happen. It was a cool idea though.
Yeah, a lot of games. What time is the update? I think it goes live, right? In the morning. So
First again, we
I
said
think they
last
usually put
questions.
like 3
Everybody asking
hours, but
questions.
I think every update's taking like an extra hour, 2 hours. So I would expect an update like this, maybe
These
5
changes
hours
requirements are
total?
organized in lists. I'm with you. I'm with you. Not
should
just
be
lists,
live
the
by
whole
tomorrow
experience of
about 12
interacting
p.m.
with
Eastern
gear mods.
time.
There's a lot of work to be done.
Supposed to be live at like 7, 8.
Something
in
we
the
all,
morning.
even in the team, regularly complain about.
Where we can watch the bot here.
It's
on
late for
this
them.
specific.
Hyper. She's probably just
channel.
tired.
It's gonna be available right after this.
Is master difficulty just a buff to enemy health and damage, or is there actual strategy required? No, the idea is that it's not just a buff. It also includes some mechanical changes, not necessarily to the NPCs, but also to the encounters. So imagine when you will have a boss fight in the regular difficulties, that same boss fight in Master will be more intricate. There will be some extra phases and some extra mechanics to it. And same with all the encounters and all the mechanics of the mission.
Yeah, the chat screen disappeared. This is Dory
Dory decided we're
way. Yes, in like it's time now.
It is time now.
It is time now. But yeah, thank you so much for joining.
Early noon, yeah.
Really
That's when the
appreciate your
noontime is when the
help with
Twitch drops go
everything, answering
live.
the questions.
We'll probably stream about like 1
yeah,
p.m.
see
Eastern.
you guys tomorrow on the game. Once again, patch notes are going to be released right after the stream. If you want to watch the VOD, if you couldn't really, catch the entire stream, or want to send the link to your friends, it's going to be available on this specific Twitch channel that we're streaming on right now. And yeah, maintenance tomorrow, update, the usual stuff. Yep.
No.
Thank you so much.
No.
Yes, we'll see you in the game.
Tomorrow.
Bye.
Tomorrow's when the patch goes live. In case you guys missed this is a little trailer. We'll check out the clown outfit right after this.
You think you know me? Theo, the hacker. Agent Parnell, the grieving son.
So obviously you guys know Theo's our target.
Before we meet, you need to know the real me. I want to trust you, but you've already killed me once.
Can they remove the season modifiers? I think you can activate if you want the modifier on or not. You can play with you could turn the main modifier on or off. Up to you. All right, that's it, guys. All right, cool. We're good there. All right, let's take a look. Let's see if they have it in the store. Oh, let's go. I just want to see it real quick. But yeah, guys, as I told you guys for a while, this update is mainly, I think, like a stepping stone to the DLC. I've said it for a while. I think like 2 updates ago, a lot of people asked me, will I be covering the Division 2 nonstop? I probably will cover it like on the second channel. Will I play it nonstop? I'll be playing other games, guys, at the same time. Like I'll play it here and there. It's just, I feel like the next time that I'll be like really wanting to grind the game will be when the DLC comes out, because we'll be in Brooklyn. There'll be new missions, hopefully a whole revamp of everything. But we'll definitely dive into it though. We'll be playing it tomorrow over on Twitch. I'm gonna see if that clown outfit's even for. I know they said it might be up, it might not be. I'll be on Twitch tomorrow, guys. So if you guys haven't, the reason why I'm gonna do Twitch is so you guys can get the Twitch drops. So if you guys didn't see that, there's Twitch drops. So we'll have the Twitch drops live on the Twitch channel. It's taking so long. And then we'll. You're gonna start off. There you go. We'll have the Twitch drives live tomorrow. Probably like, I think I'll probably go 1 p.m. We'll do like maybe a 3-4 hour stream. I'll test out the modifiers, blah, 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 go through it. And then we'll probably have a few streams out there. We'll definitely be playing a lot of games though. I don't plan on playing specifically only the Division 2 for the next few months. I'll play Division 2 here. We'll be playing Black Ops 6. We're going to be diving into part 2 of Tomb Raider. I have that. I do want to play Silent Hill 2. You also have Stalker 2 coming out. So a lot of good games coming out. Can we get this started? Sorry, guys. It had to launch Ubisoft Connect. I'm just waiting for it. So the update, Nikki, is tomorrow. Nikki, tomorrow the update goes live. Larry, yeah, I'll go over the patch notes. And I'll do like a video on it and then I'll post it. What's tomorrow, Hyper? Where is it? taking so long for it to launch? Yeah, so the goal is... Oh, here it is. Monster Hunter Wilds beta. Oh, it is tomorrow, isn't it? I never got into Monster Hunter World, so I'll probably pass on it. Honestly, I hate playing betas like that. Because then you got to start it all over. You want the referral friend jacket? Yeah, the jacket looks nice. It kind of looks like the Aaron Keener jacket, but without the hoodie up, right? Hey, Liam, take it easy. All right, we're gonna see if we're just gonna see if this thing is active real quick, guys. If that new, I haven't logged on, so I don't know. They give you bonus items if you play the beta to use in the game when you get... Oh, okay, I got you, I got you. But don't you have to, like, start the same... Like, you have to redo everything?
Safe area detected.
No. It's not available? What the freak? Store? Maybe the clown outfits comes tomorrow. Yeah. I guess the clown outfit doesn't come until tomorrow. They have this one. Well, I'm assuming it comes out tomorrow then. Probably with the whole update. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So what we'll do here is we will wrap up the stream. And remember, tomorrow we'll be live. What I'll do is I'll go over the patch notes. I'll make a video. I'll post it on NothingButSkillz 2.0. So if you guys want to see the patch notes there, we'll do the full patch notes there for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this stream. I guess we'll find out tomorrow if you guys want to catch that stream. We'll play through like the modifiers, or we'll test a couple things out, and then hopefully you guys can get those Twitch drops. But hey, you guys have a blessed day. Oh, I'll be live later today though. We'll be playing some Black Ops 6 later today right here on this channel. So if you guys want to catch that stream, you guys can. And we'll probably be live on Twitch later on tonight too. So, but tomorrow's stream, the Twitch stream for the Twitch drops for Division 2, tomorrow probably 12 p.m., 1 p.m. Eastern time, and you guys can go watch it there. So you guys have a blessed day. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Hey, NothingButSkillz out. Peace, everybody.